I hope that you can jump in and join me on this live. Oh, listen to that voice. So, basically, been going through some emotional stuff at the moment, and it's really funny because there was an emotional trigger on Tuesday morning, and I came home and I felt wiped out. So I had a little rest, and then I got up and instant sore throat, head cold, and so throat is all about speaking your truth, and I obviously hadn't felt heard, so that's a really important one emotionally, and it was really interesting because then I went on to it went. I've always, as a child, experienced ear infections, and it only happened once in my adult life after a big emotional issue came up. And so on Wednesday night, my ear started aching, and I thought this is really interesting that this emotional situation has come up, and it's only happened once before in my adult life, and I had chronic ear infections as a child. And so I did a little bit of muscle testing on myself, and um, I took it back to age 3, where on some level I experienced or input the belief that I wasn't worthy of receiving love. And so that was huge for me, that these significant points in my life where I have um, struggled with certain things, and it came back to that, and it just really resonated with what everything that was going on. And luckily, I'm just gonna, sorry, the video is gonna jump around a bit because I've got to reach some oils here. So what I've been doing to support myself, as soon as I get a sore throat, I grab for, I've got to find the video, the what do you call that thing? So as soon as I get a sore throat, I grab for the lemon, and I'll take that on. I usually keep some manuka honey in my cupboard, so aside from, regular honey for cooking, I know that if I need something for a sore throat or an infection, that I've got something potent on hand. So I'll take a few drops of that on some manuka honey, and it settles my throat really, really quickly. I really get that relief really quickly. So I really like that. I started taking high doses of natural vitamin C. So usually you try and get the sodium ascorbate. Is the best form for it to be bioavailable and actually get into your body. Because my ear was sore, I got my trusty basil, and I just rubbed that behind the ear. And now, last time I had this issue come up for me, and I got a really bad ear infection. I was almost hospitalized in Germany. I was traveling. See my travel photos behind me, whichever way that goes. Um, yeah. So it lasted for months, and I took antibiotics, and it was months. When my ear started aching the other night, I put the basil and diffused some oils to help boost my immune system. And happy to say, it hasn't progressed at all. So I'm really, really pleased. And that was one of the first reasons that I bought basil, because I suffered so badly as a child, and I thought, well, that was me, that will be my kids. So I always wanted to have basil on hand. So that was beautiful. Basil's the oil of renewing. So because obviously I found the emotional trigger for me, I went back and cleared that. So I think that that's really beautiful that I could use the oil of renewing at that time to sort of refresh my beliefs around that. Another one that I've used a lot now, Easy Air, is for respiratory support. But for me, emotionally, when you're really struggling and you've got that that almost I can't breathe. I'm so overwhelmed. I find that breathing into this oil is just so beautiful and powerful for me. So I've used a lot of that the last couple of days. I really just love the support of that on my chest, for that sort of heart and lung sort of just struggling to really feel free in that area. And just quickly, so that's sort of what I did for immediate. The other ones that I really love using around that comfort and emotional support. So we have Rose, we have a blend called Console, and Salubel is another one with beautiful, the floral oils are really comforting. So again, it's around that heart, bringing comfort when you're struggling, when you're grieving. Those florals just are really beautiful for the heart energy. So yeah, emotional release. It's sometimes, you know, it sometimes gets messy because you then have that detoxify through your system, which is why I now sound like this. But the oils can help support you through that so powerfully and gently and beautifully. And so I really love them for that. And I love the muscle test and the kinesiology and be able to really get to the root cause and get that out of the way. So the healing can really take place. You can go to a counselor and talk about your issues, and that's great because you need awareness. You need to identify. Awareness is the first step. But then you also need to be able to get to that root cause and get it gone. And so the techniques that I use with kinesiology, with aromatic kinesiology, and using the oils to incorporate that shift and create different patterns and memories within the body, is just really, really powerful work. And yeah, so gentle because it's just breathing the oil and, you know, saying the affirmation or the reflection and allowing that to clear. So I just wanted to share that, you know, life can get messy and emotional release can get messy. Healing and being healthy and well, it's not a straight line. It's not all uphill and joy bubbles. It's a process. And so I just wanted to share and be real with you that, you know, I haven't been sick like this in a long time, but I am very aware that it was an emotional trigger that created this. And if I support and nourish my body physically and emotionally, it's a really powerful way to move through it and to heal it. And so this is what I do. This is what I'm moving into a lot more, the emotional healing, and I love it. Like I said, getting to that root cause and just letting it go, getting it out of there so that the whole body can just shift that energy and change that belief and release. So it's really beautiful. And thanks for joining. Hope you learned something, hope you enjoy, and hope everyone is well in their journey. And if you would like some help or some support to work through some of your emotional triggers or blocks, I would love to hear from you because it's really powerful healing. So take care and talk soon. Bye.